2025 algebra. So I believe you had this exam last Tuesday. I found this year is a lot easier than last year. I'm gonna solve question by question. So I will solve question 1 and have a rest, then 2 and 3. So question 1, simplify 5y times this. So what we have to do, 5y times, we change it to index form, isn't it? So y to the power of 6 over 64 to the power of half. So what this means is y to the power of 3, y cubed, over square root of 64 is 8, isn't it? So, and then 5 over 8, and y times y cubed is y to the power of 4. Should be the answer. All right. Question B. Rearrange the expression this to make x the subject. So step 1, you switch it. So that part, right-hand side should be left-hand side. And at the same time, I'm going to say 7x minus 5 to the power of 1/3. So this is index form, isn't it? A equals 2y. So 7x minus 5 should be, well, what do you do to get rid of to the power of 1/3? To the power of 3 on both sides. So that makes this 2y cubed, which is 8y cubed, right? And then you isolate x. So that means 7x equals 8y cubed plus 5. And finally, x equals 8y cubed plus 5 over 7 should be the answer. All right, next. Question C. Consider the graph of this where A, B are constants. One of the points where the graph crosses the x-axis is at 1.5, 0, and the point -1, -5 also lies on the graph. Find the values of A and B. So this is a simultaneous equations, right? Solving simultaneous equations. So what you have to do is you plug 1.5, 0 into the equation, as well as 1 minus 1, -5. So let's start with the 1.5, 0 first. So when you plug 1.5 into x, so 1.5 squared times 2 is 4.5. So 4.5 plus 1.5a plus b equals 0, right? So I'm going to simplify this. That becomes 15a plus 10b equals minus 45, right? Right? So what I did is I shifted the 4.5 the other side and times by 10 on both sides. Yeah. I can simplify this actually. I'll just leave it because this is equation 1. Equation 2, we plug -1 into this, so I get 2 minus a plus b equals minus 5. And then what I'm gonna do, I will make b the subject. So b equals minus 7 plus a, isn't it? Yeah. Oh, sorry. It is minus 5. That's right. Minus 1 into x. So minus, so 2 minus a plus b equals minus 5. So b equals minus 7 plus a. Yep, that's right. So that's equation number 2. Now, I think it's better. I will just reduce this. So divided by 5 on both sides gives me 3a plus 2b equals minus 9, right? And then I plug equation number 2 into 1. to isolate, not isolate, eliminate A. So 3A eliminate B. I'm sorry. 3A plus 2 times, instead of B, I would say A minus 7, right? Because B is A minus 7, right? Equals negative 9. So I expand and find A. So 3A plus 2A minus 14 equals minus 9. So that means 5A equals, how much is it? Plus 14, 5. So hence A is 1, right? Because A is 1, hence B is how much? Negative 7 plus 1, which is negative 6. Yes, it is right. So that should be the answer. Okay. And question D. So this is an interesting question. A rectangle is inscribed in a circle with a radius r as shown in the diagram. The length of the rectangle is twice its width. Find the fully simplified expression for the area of the rectangle in terms of r. Right. So I'm gonna name this x, right? So that means this is negative x, right? So altogether, the length of this should be 2x, right? As I said, as the question says, width is half of it, which is just x. And this bit, so I'm going to draw this again with r. So this bit here is half of x, right? So x over 2. And this bit here is x. And this is going to be right angle triangle. So as the question suggested, we have to use a Pythagoras theorem. So that means r squared must be x over 2 squared plus x squared, isn't it? If I simplify this, x squared over 4 plus x squared, which is 5x squared over 4, isn't it? Right? And we have to find the area. So what is the area? Area is 2x times x, isn't it? Length times width. So that's a 2x squared. So this means we have to find x squared, right? So we have to change this equation in terms of x squared. Make x squared the subject. So x squared is what? Simply 4 over 5 r squared. So we substitute this into this equation, area equation, which is 2 times 4 over 5 r squared, which is 8 over 5 r squared. Find the area. Yes, that should be the answer, right? 8 over 5 r squared. All right. We have more questions. Oops. Sorry. Oh, yeah, question E, and then question 2, right? So I'm gonna solve question E and have a rest. So question E says solve this. All right. So hint, let n be 5 to the power of x. So this means we have to go, so 5 to the power of 2x plus 1 means 5 times 5 to the power of 2x, right? But we can write it 5 to the power of 2x, 5 to the power of x squared, okay? That's the key of this question, actually. Then minus 120 equals, well, 5x to the power of x is 5 to the power of x, but then you have 5 squared, which is 25, isn't it? So I'm going to say 25 times 5 to the power of x. As the question suggested, we say n instead of 5 to the power of x. So we go 5n squared minus this one first, 25n minus 120 equals 0. Well, we can divide by 5 on both sides, leaves n squared minus 5n minus 24, isn't it? Yep, equals 0. So what makes negative 24? 3, 8. And I'm going to put negative sign here, add up to negative 5, isn't it? So hence n plus 3 times n minus 8 equals 0. That means n equals negative 3, comma 8. By the way, you can't have a negative 3 as because n is 5 to the power of x. So where we 5 to the power of x is negative 3, comma 8. But this doesn't make sense. Exponential graph, whatever to the power of x, well, whatever is should be greater than 1, is always positive, right? So greater than 0. So it can't be negative 3. So hence, 5 to the power of x is 8. This is not the answer yet. So solve this means find x. Because 5 to the power of x is 8, what you have to do is you put ln or log either ln on both sides. ln is natural log, by the way. So that means x comes front. So x ln 5 equals ln 8. So that means x equals ln 8 over ln 5, which is, I calculated before. So that's a 1.29. So 2 dp is the answer. All right. I'll see you later. Bye.